The 2020 MLB season was one like no other, shaped by the COVID-19 pandemic. It was a shortened 60-game season with no fans in the stands, but despite the circumstances, there were plenty of exciting moments on the field. Below are some of the most thrilling and memorable baseball games of 2020, where players showcased extraordinary talent, clutch performances, and drama that captivated fans across the country. First, Opening Day. Los Angeles Dodgers versus San Francisco Giants, July 23rd. The 2020 season kicked off with a bang on opening day. The Dodgers, heavily favored to win the World Series, faced their division rivals, the San Francisco Giants. Dodgers pitcher Clayton Kershaw, one of the league's most established stars, was scratched from the start due to back issues, leaving the ball to the young guns. Two Chicago Cubs versus Cincinnati Reds, August 19th. One of the most dramatic games in August took place between the Cubs and Reds. With the game tied 3-3 in the 10th inning, Cubs' Chris Bryant smashed a clutch go-ahead double, followed by a 3-run homer from Javier Baez, lifting the Cubs to a 6-3 victory. This victory was pivotal in their quest to secure the NL Central, and the game was full of clutch performances and defensive highlights. Third, San Diego Padres versus St. Louis Cardinals, August 15th. The Padres were a team on the rise in 2020, and their showdown with the Cardinals was a perfect example of their offensive firepower. The Padres exploded for 11 runs in the game, with rookie sensation Jake Cronenworth hitting a grand slam and the team displaying a relentless offense. The game ended in an 11-9 Padres victory, in a back-and-forth battle that featured a lot of big swings and electrifying moments. Fernando Tatis Jr. Quattro, Miami Marlins versus New York Mets, September 11th. The Marlins made an unexpected run to the postseason in 2020, and their game against the Mets in September was one of the many standout moments from their remarkable season. In a game that saw the Mets take a 4-2 lead in the late innings, the Marlins stormed back in dramatic fashion. With 2 outs in the 9th inning, the Marlins rallied to score 3 runs, including a game-winning double by Starling Marte, giving Miami a 5-4 victory. This game exemplified the Marlins' never-say-die attitude and was a key moment in their push for a postseason spot. 5. Tampa Bay Rays versus New York Yankees, September 1st. The Rays and Yankees were locked in an intense division race all season, and this matchup was a defining moment for both teams. In a thrilling 10-inning affair, the Rays came out on top 5-3, with Brandon Lowe hitting a 2-run homer in the 10th inning to seal the victory. The Yankees had a powerful lineup, but the Rays' pitching and timely hitting were too much to overcome. This game demonstrated why the Rays were a serious contender in the AL, with their balanced attack and strong pitching staff. 6. Los Angeles Dodgers versus Atlanta Braves, NLCS Game 7, October 18th. Perhaps the most dramatic game of the entire 2020 season came in the National League Championship Series, NLCS. The Dodgers faced the Braves in a must-win Game 7 to decide who would go on to the World Series. The Braves had led the series 3-1, but the Dodgers clawed their way back to tie it up, setting up a nail-biting final showdown. In a tense battle, the Dodgers triumphed 4-3, with Clayton Kershaw pitching a gutsy performance to get the win. The victory sent the Dodgers to the World Series, where they would eventually go on to capture their first title in 32 years. 7. Houston Astros versus Oakland Athletics, ALDS Game 4, October 7th. The Astros were trying to redeem themselves after the sign-stealing scandal, and they faced the Athletics in a tense ALDS. Game 4 was a thriller that went deep into extra innings, with both teams fighting for their playoff lives. The Astros came through in the 9th inning with a walk-off double by Carlos Correa, securing an 11-6 win and advancing them to the ALCS. Correa's clutch performance in a high-pressure situation encapsulated the drama and unpredictability of the postseason. 8th World Series Game 4, Los Angeles Dodgers versus Tampa Bay Rays, October 24th. Game 4 of the World Series was one of the most talked about games of the year, primarily due to its wild finish. The Dodgers were down 2-1 in the series and facing the Rays with a chance to even things up. In a crazy turn of events, Rays pitcher Blake Snell was pulled in the sixth inning after dominating the Dodgers lineup. Mookie Betts capitalized on the move, scoring 2 runs, and the Dodgers came away with a 4-2 victory. In conclusion, while the 2020 MLB season was unique due to the pandemic, it still provided plenty of thrilling, unforgettable moments. From walk-off wins to dramatic postseason games, the season reminded us why baseball is one of the most exciting and unpredictable sports in the world.